Today's Tuesday tax tip of the week concerns employing minor children in your business. If you are either a sole proprietor or own a partnership with your spouse, employing your minor child can produce a significant tax savings. The reason for this is children in the situations that I've just mentioned are not subject to either Social Security or Medicare tax. Um, and even though they are dependents on your tax return, they are still allowed standard deductions on their own tax return. So if we take an example and pay your child $5,000 during the course of the year, and let's assume between Social Security, Medicare, and federal taxes, we're going to leave state taxes out of this for a second, you're in a 40% bracket, you immediately would save $2,000. Your child would not be subject to Social Security and Medicare taxes, and because they're allowed the standard deduction, assuming that they don't have any other income for the year, um, would pay no federal income tax. Uh, the other bright spot here is we can take that $5,000 and you can put it in a Roth IRA for them because that's considered to be earned income. You could use the money for pretty much any purpose that benefits the child. So you could put money in the bank and you can use it for their school activities, little league fees, school clothes, etc. It's a beautiful way to save some taxes on things that you're going to be paying for anyway. Even once they reach age 18, or if you're in a situation where you owned a corporation or a partnership where both partners weren't parents, you would still have to pay Social Security on the money, but let's say you were in a 28% bracket, you would save 28%. So 28% of $5,000 would be $1,400. So it's still a significant tax savings. The keys to remember here are obviously a situation like this would be looked at pretty closely by the IRS. So you want to make sure everything looks good. In other words, you couldn't pay your child $100 an hour to file for you. But if your child is old enough to read and old enough to know the alphabet, they could be paid for filing in your office. They could be paid for cleaning your office. I would make sure you keep timesheets so you could show anybody under audit the hours your child works. I would pay them on a regular basis, at least monthly. Make sure you file the proper payroll tax forms. Make sure you file a W-2 at the end of the year. So, I mean, it has to be legitimate, but if you follow the rules correctly, speak to a professional tax advisor that can assist you with it, it could be a significant savings in your tax return. So I hope this helps you guys out, and I will see you next week.